Well, gentlemen, here we are. We are inside the completely free course. I would like to reiterate it in Italian and English language, but I am 100% sure that there is no complete course like this in any language that explains you how to go and publish your first profitable book on Amazon. All explained. You will see that in this course. I will explain everything from A to Z, from how to search for keywords, and then we will see all the steps. Let's do a short summary before we start. To go and publish a book on Amazon, we need the profitable keyword. And that is the first step we will do that I will now explain. Keyword profitable, an attractive cover, product description for your book that you're going to publish on Amazon, formatting of your book, formatting for Kindle file, which is a Word file, formatting for paperback format, which is a PDF file. We'll have, as mentioned, the cover. So JPEG file in 2 sizes. So front exactly as you see it, and then we'll have the paperback version file, which is a PDF file. You'll see it basically spread open on the 3 sides. So front, the side spine, the back, and the back. We have these elements. We will then you will go and do just the publication of your book. You will do the launch, then the social proof that you need to go and get at least the first reviews to go and sell. Without reviews, you can never be able to sell anything. And then get your much distressed Amazon ads going. I would like to make it clear from the outset that Amazon ads do not sell the book, but we will talk about that. Then we will talk about that later. It is not Amazon ads that sell the book. The Amazon ads give you the opportunity to be on the front page. The Amazon ads buys for you, or rather you buy through Amazon ads the placement. Okay? There is no trick of Amazon ads to sell a book well. The book sells well through Amazon ads if the book is done well for what are the main features. So first important feature for your book to sell well is the profitable keyword. So how do we find profitable keywords? We go and type in Google Amazon book bestseller. So we have to go, I will give you a couple of methods. We have to go to the book category, go and see among the best sellers, but we clearly start with book, but then we have to go and look for keywords. What are these keywords? Are the topics where we go to publish books, okay? So we're not going to do novels. We do books mainly non-fiction. So non-fiction, okay? Manuals and non-fiction, it's all the books like guidebooks. Basically, we sell written information. It's not much different than the person who sells you a course or sells you coaching, okay? You sell information. By doing self-publishing, you're going to sell information, in this case written, and we're going to aim to sell the books in print format. Where are we going to publish? We are going to publish on topics that we call profitable. What does profitable mean? We are going to publish on profitable topics, and profitable topics are defined as those topics that have a market. So according to parameters that I will now explain, you are going to choose whether this topic has market or not. What does that mean? People buy these topics through the top 100 bestseller book. So among all the topics, some cues already you might have. For example, shadow work journal, okay? This could be a keyword you might check out in a little while. Let's see how to check out keywords. This is a key lesson. Without the profitable keyword, my lords, it will be really impossible to go and sell. It would be like you have a store and you decide in your head that that product is good and it will have market. But if there is no market, if there is no demand, people will come into your store and that product will not look at it because there is actually no demand. So we have to intercept the market demand. We have scientific metrics that will allow you to be almost on the safe side in book publishing. How do you identify keywords? Certainly not by going after these types of titles. Except this is a fiction book that you may know. It starts with us by Colin Uber. Okay, these are titles I define artistic. The key word, if we see one right away in the top 100, I'll show you. Here below, customize items in your browsing history. Also anti-inflammatory diet cookbook for beginners. This is the classic keyword. Okay, so definition of keyword. These are these. The topic, and this is a keyword. Healthy meal prep cookbook. Here clearly are all the cookbooks because those are the ones that are searched the most. We have to search keyboard. So let's say we wanted to search for keywords in 2 main subcategories. Cookbook. So I open in the screen next to it the tab Cookbook, Food and Wine, and I open in the screen next to it Craft and Hobbies, and let's do a first discriminant. What are the categories where we go to look for keywords without getting lost in too much preamble? I'll tell you business and money, and I'll tell you why in a moment. Computer and technology, cookbook, food and wine, craft hobbies and home, and there might also fit education and teaching, engineering and transportation, health, fitness and dieting, which is closely related to cookbooks, food and wine. And with medical books, we are a little borderline because there are some books that have too much medical definitions in them, and they might not give you permission to do Amazon ads. I would go more on parenting then after that, self-help, and we have children's books, so the various children's books, then children's stories or travel guides. The hardest hit topics by self-publishers usually are cookbooks, computers, craft hobbies and home, then the various ways to work with wood, gardening, health, fitness and dieting and self-help. These are the ones that sell the most. The ones that sell the most overall in the print version are cookbooks, programming languages, then the technical topics, health, fitness, and dieting, and then after that, cascading, one step below business and money, and the other topics we have seen. So I'm going to go to the top 100 best sellers, cookbook, food, and wine, and then eventually, if we don't go too long, we're going to look at craft, hobbies, and home as well. First step to go searching keywords. First method of searching is to go under the last category. So for example, either start at the bottom or start at the first. You're going to see them all. Basically, we can do main course and side dishes. Also, we decide to start here and see if we have other subcategories. We have other subcategories as well. We click on the last one. Okay, soup stew. Gastric slim bariatric cookbook. Chili cookbook. Here, these are all keywords because the customer is looking for, remember one very important thing, the kind of customer who goes to Amazon is a conscious customer. You go to Amazon because you're looking for a cookbook that makes chili dishes, okay? I want a cookbook for chili dishes, period. I want a cookbook because I had bariatric stomach surgery and I need a cookbook. You're not going to Amazon and saying, let's see what I get today. Almost I'm going to buy something. Generally, the question is conscious, okay? And the question, therefore, being conscious, it's in the form of a search word. This is already a keyword. It opens up a screen next to me with chili cookbook. I search for it. First discriminant. So we see immediately how to interpret the data. Always category book above. There must be, if you get wrong, the product category report, the category on book. Number of maximum results, I would tell you 3,000. This does not automatically exclude all the results over 3,000, okay? It's not that if you see 7,000, you discard it immediately clear. However, check the profitability. How do you check the profitability? I use this tool that I recommend, which is called Audio Suite. The site is audiosuitetool.com, and it has an annual cost, which however is acceptable, and it is very useful to do the research. I show you how it works. It is not the only one out there. I feel like I recommend this one because it is the one that I use, the one that students use. You click this extension, which then is this one. After you install it, a window pops up, a dialog pop-up. So the profitability of the keyword, what we're interested in seeing to us, in this case, the keyword is not profitable. Let's see why we're interested in having, according to the parameters I tested, having at least a couple of books, two that have a paperback, BSR, you see it in this column, basically what you see in green, but at least from 100,000 down. It means if it's 102,000, I'll discard it. No, you don't discard it even 102,000. However, the lower they are, the better it is, paperback BSA. So bestseller ranking. So in Amazon ranking, the book has to be below position 100,000. It must have a quantity also. So parameter number 1 is this. Parameter number 2 this. Parameter number 3 is this. It must have a number of ratings that I call attachable to date. We are able to do through our resources. 200, 300 ratings. So this is an affordable quantity for us. Even if here are marked in red reviews, 10, we can do it easily. 10 reviews. Parameters. You want parameters? I'll give them to you. Take into account 200, 300 or so ratings. Still, it's not correct to say whether 150 or 400 is better. You always have to evaluate the competitor. What book is it? A book that has an ugly cover is surmountable. Does it have no bonus inside? We'll deal with the bonus issue as well. So these are under 100,000 ratings and reviews surmountable. For us, surmountable means what? 300 ratings and 50 reviews written. So I give you a certain parameter, but does it have to be a self-publisher book? I feel like saying no. Because if this was profitable with a BSR with a number in green under 100,232 ratings, 11 reviews, you can do better than this. When you check the profitability results, check that the books that are profitable are of the keyword. You see it here, the title. Let's say that profitable one, it is this, but it talks about instant pot soup, stews and chilies. It is not really chili cookbook, okay? In case it was profitable, a book with a different one than the one you searched for, but open a screen next to it and search for the profitable keyword. Listen again this part if you have any doubt. So we have ruled that this keyword is not profitable. There is no book with a low BSR. Gastric sleeve bariatric cookbook is another keyword. Let's see if we have anything else. Bone broth cookbook. Stuffs with broth, etc., etc. Okay, sub cookbook. Then we have 5-ingredient crockpot cookbook. Also, this is a keyword. Canning meat cookbook for beginners. This classic self-publisher book. You will get the eye slowly. You recognize the covers made by self-publishers. You see, it's not like this. You see, it's absolutely not like this one that has a completely different pattern graphically, different fonts and so on. To be profitable, it's very important to have impactful and recognizable fonts. Potential customers need to stop their compulsive scrolling. Let's open in the screenshot on the right and go and see if this keyword is profitable. Let's look for canning meat. Okay? Cookbook for beginners. Search bar, submit. We have 1,000 results. Okay, let's make the tool work. We found here live by chance a profitable keyword, paperback BSR. Yes, 89 ratings, 29 reviews, canning meat cookbook for beginners, and it's 134,000 BSR, 222 ratings for us is doable. 28 reviews is fine. Canning meat cookbook for beginners. We have 2 profitable, reflects the parameters that we care about. 66,000 BSR, 6 ratings, 8 reviews. Keyword profitable. 115,000 BSR. We're a little over, but that's okay. Canning meat cookbook for beginners. BSR good, 15 ratings, 26 reviews. We have 4 results. We are beyond the parameters we set for ourselves. However, scrolling down, so this keyword is profitable, guys. Don't all rush to publish now on this book, because unless there is crazy competition, you won't all be publishing under this book. Look it up. Take a cue from what I said to look for more. An important parameter to consider is the price of books. If profitable books, should they have a low price? What does that mean? $10, $11, $9, $12. I would discard the keyboard, because after that you would not have enough margin to make a profit. Because we have to do Amazon ads, we have to bid on keywords. So the customer who says from canning meat cookbook for beginners, we bid under that keyword and we have a spend per clicks, okay? Between the clicks, we do based on the conversion rate. So for every 10 clicks, 1 buys. If we bid at 0.5, 10 clicks cost us $5, okay? If we earn a royalty of X, for example, and here we also have to do this kind of calculations, and here we don't need guys to do complicated calculations using weird miracle Excel sheets. Know that for starters, just be above $15, $14 and $15, okay? And then after that, we will play on the number of pages. So trying to keep the royalty as high as possible, okay? And then the balance will be between bid and royalties earned. Okay, so consequently the price of the book. Having said that, we see that there are 2 other profitable books below, but it is not a canning meat cookbook. But it's a complete guide to pressure canning and then a water bath canning and preserving cookbook. So these ones here, if you want, you can open them up with a screenshot on the side. We already had a hint of what else might be profitable. So this is a keyword that according to the parameters that we said, you could go and check on your own. The same, this you clearly don't take complete guide to, but the keyword basically is this pressure canning and pressure canning, and then you take pressure canning, do pressure canning spazio e dalla barra di ricerca prendete altri suggerimenti. Cookbook, pressure canning for beginners, pressure canning recipes for beginners, pressure canning recipes cookbook, okay? These are the main keywords. Do not take salt and salt because they are not search keywords for your books.